Friendly Neighborhood Podcast, episode 1. Dude.
Let's go.
Something I wanted to do for so
long. Now it's happening.
We'll just start off with some intros. Do you want to ask me first, or am I gonna ask you first?
I'll ask you first. Go.
Okay. You just said you were gonna ask me first. Ask the question, man.
Well, introduce yourself.
My name's Aiden. This is Logan, and this is the Friendly Neighborhood Podcast.
In our apartment.
In our apartment. We got dogs playing poker.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty tasty. All right, we're just gonna start with some easy questions, just some favorites, whatever, just to get to know each other. Favorite movie?
Grown Ups. Great movie.
That is a good movie. I actually just recently watched that.
You haven't seen Grown Ups until recently?
I saw it like a month before you came back.
Oh my god!
I watched 1 and 2 in the same night.
Yeah,
it was.
I like the first one better than the second.
It's the first one with Shaq. Or seen both.
I think he's in the second. I don't think he's in the first one. The first one is where the kid breastfeeds for like half a
minute. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. Don't worry. Okay. Favorite superhero team.
Superhero team.
I don't know what you would classify exactly as a superhero.
Yeah, I think my favorite superhero team is probably the Avengers, just for a simple answer.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Are you talking like MCU Avengers?
Yeah. Like MCU,
different iterations.
Like from the original Avengers, 2012, I believe, 2012.
Okay, before the thing.
Yeah.
That's fair. Before
like the original 6.
Yeah, that makes sense. Favorite movie genre?
I really like comedy movies. Comedy movies are like my go-to.
Didn't say grown-ups. So
yeah, comedy movies are my go-to.
Comedy and I'll just say this: comedy and superheroes go great together.
They do, unless they're done badly, like Thor: Love and Thunder.
We'll get to that at some point. We'll get to that at some point.
It's just really bad.
Favorite sport?
I like to watch football. I like to participate in swimming or lifting.
Yeah. We just like to lose money in football.
Yeah, I sports bet here and there. I don't lose a ton of money.
We contribute. We contribute to sports. Favorite sports team?
That's a good one. It's really what?
And it's like
depends. Kind of depends on my mood. I enjoy watching the Dolphins. They kind of suck this year though. 2-6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of.
Two's gone through.
Yeah,
he's struggling with it. He's got to figure a lot out. Yeah. And then the last one we can do just like favorite movie series. Right.
So favorite movie series, I would think like either Harry Potter, Star Wars.
Oh,
like a saga or something like that.
How do you do movie and a show?
Movie and a show, okay. If I could like take out the last 3 Star Wars movies, it would be Star Wars.
Like the ones,
like 7, 8, yeah, like 7, 8, 9. It would be Star Wars. But if I have to keep those in, I'd probably have to go Harry Potter. Just there's something about those two series that are just great. Grew up with them, awesome, loved them ever since.
The last 3, they're not canon.
No, we can just forget about them. All right, your turn. What's your favorite movie, Logan?
But if it's like a desert island sort of movie where
you can only watch that movie for the rest of your life. Which, I mean, on a desert island, that could be like 2 days.
It's gotta be like, honestly, it's gotta be like The Winter Soldier.
Really?
Just for the action part, like I always get goosebumps when I watch it.
Okay.
Like that's just me.
That's
I know you have your opinion.
That's all you know. That's fine.
I just want to talk about it.
Okay. It'll come on. What's your favorite superhero team?
I mean, I've always liked that like Wolverine's name is Logan. So I mean that kind of just stuck with me. So I like the X-Men.
Yeah.
I'll just go with X-Men.
X-Men?
Honestly. They just have like such cool, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then X-Men '97 was just.
Did you watch it?
I did. Yeah.
I love that.
I finished it.
Did you ever watch like the original X-Men?
No, I know you were watching. Did you ever finish that?
I did. Yeah. And it ends, and then X-Men '97 picks up right where it ends. So it's super. And a lot of like the exposition in X-Men '97 gets explained in the original X-Men series.
Okay, fair. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Favorite movie genre: comedy, horror, action.
I don't say well with horror anymore.
Yeah, after lights out, you gotta give up on horror.
I mean, we experimented, but
yeah,
it's just not. I guess I don't know if you consider superhero genre or more action, but I'm gonna have to go like superhero, just because you can tie in comedy and action and superhero.
It all kind of works together. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a fair answer. What's your favorite?
It's gotta be football. I mean,
you played football in high school or middle school, right?
For a couple years.
Yeah.
And then I broke my leg.
Yeah.
That kind of went down the tank. But now,
you like playing football, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like football. Like I said earlier, we both kind of contribute to
a lot of underdog sleeper. Their money pool.
We're keeping their employees.
Yeah.
We're giving them.
They're well paid.
Exactly.
Let's just say that.
Exactly. So football.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Favorite sports team.
I'm supposed to say the Vikings.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the Vikings.
They're doing good this year, but
they are.
I wouldn't say that.
But they are known for king.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, if I'm just gonna ride with the team this year, let's just ride with the Dolphins.
Dolphins, we're gonna ride with the Dolphins.
We're both gonna ride with the Dolphins.
Ride with the Dolphins till the end.
Why not? Why not?
Okay. Favorite movie series.
Do series and show.
Show, yeah, TV or movie and show. Yes.
Favorite movie series. I don't want to be that guy, but like King. No, I'm not. I was gonna say the entire MCU, but
that's a fair answer. Is there like a part that you like more? Like, do you like following the Avengers more? Do you like the Iron Man, Hulk stories? Like, which movies within the MCU do you like?
I suppose.
If I had to answer that question, it'd be Avengers, like the Avengers movies.
Four.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Thor, but we're gonna leave Love and Thunder out of it.
So the first three Thor.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't include the fourth one.
The fourth one's not canon. All right.
Segment 1.
Yeah. You wanna just hop right into the first one?
Yeah.
What movie are you most excited for that's going to come out this coming year? Got a list of them here.
Well, I mean, there could be a couple. It depends. Okay. It depends if they keep getting pushed back or not.
That's
because
true.
Now they
at this point, Blade might not come out until next year. So.
Oh, I get. I'm not going to say that one. Brave New World looks promising.
It does look good with Harrison's Ford Red Hulk.
Yeah, but they're aligning it with like
Eternals,
Winter
right?
Soldier.
Oh, they are?
Oh, okay, no. Yeah, they're aligning like the storyline with Eternals, but they're saying it's like on the depth and like tone of like Winter Soldier. And
so everyone hates Captain America kind of thing?
Yeah.
I hate that.
I don't know what that's about. I mean, Brave New World looks promising, but the Fantastic Four,
Fantastic Four with the 60s vibe, that's kind of cool.
That's going to be a whole new path for Marvel to try that to something.
Yeah.
That's...
I think it could be either really good or really bad.
I mean, we both like the originals.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I feel like we're in the minority there because I feel like a lot of people hate those movies, but I feel like they're pretty good, actually.
But I feel like we can appreciate it more for what it is now.
Yeah. Especially Chris Evans, Human Torch. What a performance. That was great.
Then Jessica Alba.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, there's just so many that I don't ever want to see in my life on this list.
Like what? Like the SpongeBob movie?
I'm never going to see Minecraft, bro. There's No way,
I want to
bro.
see Jack Black play Steve.
But unless there's some weird, like,
Steve.
unless there's some weird, like, Inception twist to it or something like that.
It's all a dream.
I don't know if it's gonna be good.
With Jack Black and Jason Momoa.
I don't know if he fits that role.
I don't think he does. He wears a pink coat the entire movie. It's kind of like
Jack Black even putting effort into like his outfits. He like he drove to the set and he's
he's like, oh, this looks good. Yeah,
I have a blue shirt on.
The blue V-neck and the khaki pants.
It was weird, bro.
No, it looks horrible.
It's so bad.
Definitely not on my watch list for next year. That's for sure.
I didn't know there was another Mission Impossible.
I didn't either. I found this list on IMDb and it just or IMDb. I'm just dyslexic.
We'll learn that. I guess on the only one I'd put above Fantastic Four would be like Avatar, because the last two Avatar movies have been good, and they're supposed to be what 5 or 6. Is what
I think they're doing 5 at least. Yeah.
So if they can
see if it still works,
if they can continue on a good track,
on an upward trend,
yes, and not plateau. And
yeah.
If they just do it where like every movie is just like, oh, they find a new place, they fight someone.
I'm a little worried that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Like they find a new like biome or whatever, and then they get attacked by the same people. It's not even new villains; it's the same people.
Yeah, but then is like the 5th movie just gonna be like Endgame, bro? They're just gonna have
all gonna
every single
be like Avatar
tribe or something.
What? Earth fire.
Yeah, I don't know the direction. Obviously, you know the past 2 movies have been great. So, I mean, they're making them.
Yeah, I feel like the 3rd one is definitely going to be like the telling point on whether it's going to be like a good series or if it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. So that'll be interesting to see. I'll probably go see that one. It's definitely not one of my most anticipated movies, though. That's for sure.
But we'll go see like Captain America.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So that's my answer. Fantastic Four. Only one that I might put over it is Avatar.
Yeah.
But we'll wait for a trailer.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. You're not a big Thunderbolts guy?
So, the only thing that I really have like against, I don't have anything against Thunderbolts, right? Based on like, so they could take 2 avenues. Mm-hmm. They could actually keep it like emotional and like a darker tone, or they could totally do something different. And when you go into
Thor: Love and Thunder, it's just gonna be a comedy the whole time.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like dumb, dry humor. You know, that doesn't.
I feel like it's gonna be very comparable to like Black Widow. I was like, kind of a serious. Like the villain isn't gonna be great. I feel like they did Taskmaster bad in Black Widow.
They did.
Like he could, or I guess she could have been a way better villain. But yeah, that's what I'm worried about. It's gonna be like a little bit of like a Black Widow type vibe.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it, and I'm gonna hope it's good. But I don't have super high hopes for it.
It might end up just being an emotional movie, emotional roller coaster. But I mean, if it's setting up them going somewhere like, if it's going to branch off into something better, that's fine. I don't mind like a bridge story.
But if it's just like it's there and then it's done,
it bothers.
It's scary. It's scary. What about Superman? James Gunn directed Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, I mean, obviously we're more Marvel. We probably both lean towards Marvel more than DC.
I think it'll still be an interesting movie though, because this is like their chance to like completely change how DC is going. It looks like it could be a good movie.
It could be,
but I've said that about DC movies before, and they just weren't good.
That's true. That's true.
Not a fan of DC.
But I guess there's nothing else on the list that's really sparkling.
Yeah.
Conjuring, we'll see.
We'll see.
We gotta get through a couple more series before we watch that.
We're struggling with the whole, horror thing. Yeah, not a big fan.
And then Zootopia 2.
Nah.
I don't know why they're making a second movie. Well,
it's gonna be.
I thought it ended good.
It's gonna be the sheep again. It ended good, and it made money. That's why they're making the second movie. Looking.
They better like not. Maybe they'd go to a different place. right?
They don't. They're not in Zootopia and Zootopia 2.
Yeah, like they go find a new city.
Zootopia 2.
Maybe there's like humans on the other side
Oh.
of the world. Oh no, bro. Well, okay. What about you though? Like what?
I'm really looking at that Captain America: Brave New World. I'm
interesting.
hesitant. Like, looks like it could be really good. First time we see Red Hulk, as far as I know, in live action. Harrison Ford looks really good in the role. I've seen a couple trailers and it looks promising. There's some questionable CGI in some of the spots. I'm not gonna lie, but if they can like fine tune it and make it look really good, I think it'll be good. But I don't know. But other than that, not a big Mission Impossible guy. Fantastic Four, I do want to see that one. That's really about it. Avatar could be interesting, but like I said, I'm a little worried that it's going to be just the same thing over and over again.
I think Avatar's an eye grab just because like
the first ones were so good.
They're just like they're like beautiful. If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
like,
they're the scenery in the movies are very good.
It's different. It's not something like you would normally see. I think that's another thing that like even Star Wars does well is it's different scenery. Like
it's not the same looking at the same thing.
Yeah, like superhero movies are always in New York.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Like
it's all just concrete jungles and buildings. Yeah. Definitely not gonna see a Minecraft movie. Actually, I might just see it to see how bad it is. Like,
I'm not spending money to go
on Minecraft movie. And you're like, come on.
If I watch it, it's going to be at home here. So if I don't like it, I can turn it off, and it didn't cost me anything.
That's fair.
I don't want to pay $12 to go see a movie that I'm going to want to leave.
Yeah, that's fair. That's good. Good point. Which one of these movies do you think is going to do best, like on opening weekend, like in the box office?
On this list,
you got to think about like the past movies too, because I mean, you got Captain America, you got Fantastic Four. Those are Marvel movies, so they consistently make money unless it's Eternals.
Right.
But you also got Avatar, which also makes money every time.
Well, okay. I'm gonna think about it non-biasedly because obviously, in my opinion, I'm like Marvel do good, but they're on a track right now where they're not doing good.
They're struggling,
and people don't care enough to go into the theaters to watch them.
They wait until they come out, like you are going to do with Minecraft.
The one that I feel like it's probably not included, it's not included in this list anymore is Blade. But because Blade was a thing for like a generation before us, it was like something they grew up with.
Yeah, I never even like really thought about Blade as like a Marvel character.
No.
And then when he showed up in Deadpool and Wolverine, I'm like, oh,
look who's yeah, so I mean, I feel like it would do good on that part that it's more of a nostalgic movie, and people have been waiting now years to see this.
But it's a new actor, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it's not the same. It's not the same guy.
Kushla. Something else.
Okay.
Sorry if I got that wrong, but other than that, Fantastic Four.
You think Fantastic Four is going to do the best?
Again, because it's a nostalgia thing. Like Blade and the original Fantastic Four were in that because they were both Fox, I believe, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Or not Sony.
No, I know Fantastic Four was Fox. I don't know about Blade. I don't know what Blade was.
Kind
of like the second tier Marvel kind of thing.
I think that'll do good. I don't know. If Minecraft movie does well, I think
it will, just because you gotta think about all the people in the world, and they're like, oh my gosh, Jack Black is in a movie and it's about Minecraft. Yeah. I have to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Minecraft is gonna do really good. I don't know if it's gonna be the best on the list. I definitely think Fantastic Four or Avatar has it beat. Yeah. I don't know about Captain America. Feel like that's going to be an underwhelming box office opening.
I don't think any of the Captain America movies really originally did that great.
Yeah. I mean, they're all good movies. They're just like, they don't do it in the theater. I don't know what it is, but I see myself going to Fantastic Four or Avatar. Maybe not Avatar first. I think I see myself going to Fantastic Four and then Captain America and then Avatar.
Yeah, I'm not sure when the release dates are. I thought one was like near Valentine's.
Yeah, I think that's
No, it's Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. Yeah, because we just saw the trailer for that when we went for Venom.
We'll have to talk about that.
I do like that.
I have a lot of thoughts on that.
I do too. But yeah, that's my guess. I think Avatar is probably gonna be the best, and then it's gonna be Fantastic Four, and then it's gonna be Captain America.
Yeah, I think so.
Just with the trend of how like Marvel is going right now, I feel like it's not gonna be the big hitter, you know.
That's fair.
But you gotta watch out for that Superman too. That Superman, I feel like a lot of people are ready for that.
There's a lot of DC fans that are also Marvel fans.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's a lot of people that'll watch any of them. But I mean, if it's a promising Superman movie,
They got Crypto, the super dog in it, dude.
I saw that.
Saw a picture?
At first, I was wondering if that was like just like a fake.
Oh yeah.
Someone just did that.
Yeah.
Or it's just
no, I'm pretty sure he's actually in the movie. I think. Crypto, the super dog.
Okay, so how are they going to do that? Is it going to be a real dog, or is it going to be some CGI Sonic thing?
I don't know. I mean, the picture made it look like it was a real dog, so maybe they'll do kind of like a Deadpool Wolverine thing where they just have a dog guest star.
Or they can do Cosmo from like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Astronaut dog.
Yeah.
I mean, that worked. He didn't have to talk. Mission did it for him.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have some weird like mouth.
Not like Strays where it just didn't line up. Yeah, that was not a good movie. I did not like that movie.
What?
I was not a fan of Strays.
Okay.
The scene where he's trying to grab the keys is just wrong. It's just not okay.
Okay. We
can't have a movie about dogs and use that part of the dog in a comedic way. It's not okay.
Okay.
They have borders animal abuse, bro. That's horrible.
Maybe we can get into that in a different section. I want to rewatch that movie at some point.
No.
It was funny.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, moving on. We're not talking about
the violations to the movie.
What are your top 3 heroes from the common teams? So like Justice League, Avengers, X-Men. Who are your top 3 characters in those teams?
I don't know much about Justice League. I just know like the originals, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, I think Aquaman. I just think it's
Aquaman,
bro. I just think it's cool to be underwater, bro. Who are you? Okay. No, we'll hear yours in a sec. I think Aquaman. Superman.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair 2.
I'm gonna say Batman, but only for the money.
Only for the money? You're gold digging Batman, bro.
Yeah. I mean, he lives in a cave. Like, he doesn't, you know?
He lives in a mansion!
Well, yeah, but he has a cave, you know?
He has a cave under his mansion. That means he's that much more of, like...
He has cool cars. I'm just gonna say that. And he fights some cool villains.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they kind of all, at some point, I'm sure, fight the same villain. For Avengers, though.
Top 3 Avengers. Like, of the original 6. Like, from 2012 Avengers.
Oh, okay.
So there's only 6 to choose.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Hulk.
Okay. As number 1?
Yeah, number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, Thor. Just because why not? You can fly, and you can travel to Asgard.
Alright. Like, that's fair, I guess.
Pre-Ragnarok.
Pre-Ragnarok? I thought Ragnarok was good.
No,
Thor was sick.
No, I'm talking about because you can't travel there anymore.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna go Hulk, Thor. Do I just do Iron Man for the money again?
bro.
When you said
put thought into it. Like, you can't just say I'm just gonna on him on my
there's
team.
6 guys, bro. So that leaves Hawkeye,
Captain America,
and Black Widow.
I feel like Captain America's a valid answer, but okay.
Okay, I would say. Okay, I would say Captain America 3 just because of Peggy.
So you're using the dude to get to his girl.
I am the dude. And he has a cool shield, bro.
Talk to women in real life, bro.
Okay, X-Men. Okay, this one's probably easier just because it's more X-Men. If we're talking like X-Men from like the Fox universe,
I would say any X-Men comics, 97.
No, yes, let's include 96 and then 97.
Yeah. Because my answer stands most.
So, am I doing X-Men or are we including like the Brotherhood?
Just X-Men, I think. Wait, what's the Brotherhood?
That's like Magneto's.
Oh, yeah, no, just X-Men.
I feel like it's a crime not to put Wolverine in there.
You're right.
Okay.
Number one.
I got one right.
Number one is questionable, but
I think I'm gonna put Wolverine at number 1.
okay.
Just because it's a classic. I mean, come on, metal claws, bro. Like that's just cool, and you can heal.
That's pretty sick.
2. Does Charles Xavier?
He's an X-Men. Top 3 is, but yes, he's an X-Men.
3. Oof.
I think characters like Iceman, Gambit, Storm, Jubilee. Beast.
I like Bishop just for the fact that you can absorb energy.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna go Bishop because he has a giant gun.
He does have a giant gun.
And he can absorb energy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Okay. My turn?
Yeah. Justice League first.
Justice League first.
I want to see how different this is.
Number 1. Batman. Just because it's Batman. Batman is sick.
You just want the voice, right? Yeah, exactly.
That is, you can't tell me it's not cool, alright?
No, I think it'd be cool, bro.
Like, Batman is a great choice, and you can't tell me I'm wrong.
My top 3.
my number 2, I think, Superman. Just basic Superman. But, I mean, he's indestructible with the exception of kryptonite. Like, it's pretty cool.
Just stay away from rocks, bro.
Yeah, if your weakness is rock, just don't go by the rock, bro. Don't touch the rock. But number 3 for me, I'm teetering between 2 of them. Who was your number 3?
3 was Batman. My 1 was Aquaman.
Oh yeah, that's so stupid.
Bro, you can be underwater, bro.
No, bro.
Batman will die.
No, he won't, because he would have a gadget. That's why Batman is my number 1.
Okay,
he would have a gadget.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, what is your number 3?
My number 3 is probably Green Lantern.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I did not think about that one, but I'm not changing my answer.
Okay. that is like a staple of the Justice League. Green Lantern.
You just have a ring, bro, and you can create anything.
You can create anything, and it's as strong as your will. That's pretty cool.
So as long as you have a strong will.
Exactly. So I think it's cool. That's my top 3 Justice League. Top 3 Avengers. This one's easy. Captain America's number 1.
I do that one.
Iron Man's number 2. I don't want to say like the 3 big guys, but I'm going to say the 3 big guys. Thor's number 3. Captain America, Iron Man, Thor. In that order.
So So the first 3 that ever just like fought each other, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
That's fair.
But in my opinion, the most interesting Avengers.
That's fair. They do have, I think, okay, they all have their own trilogies too, which makes it better.
Mm-hmm.
Like people like...
Yeah, like the Hulk movie is just so...
I mean,
there's the Hulk and then there's the Incredible Hulk. So they don't really... I don't see them as the same
and they're
series.
Oh, no. Okay, 2003 is not the same, that's right.
They're not?
2008 and 2012 technically are in the same, because the
so
first
it's
one's
just
not MCU.
So it's just the one
movie.
movie.
Yeah, it's the Norton and then the Ruffalo. Those are
which I also think is another dumb thing. Like that makes me not like the Hulk as much, just because like you can't change the actor because
and then the looks too.
They don't look the same as the Hulk, but they have features that share. And when you have just so many moving pieces like that, it's hard to get past the fact that they changed such an integral part.
Yeah.
My opinion, Ruffalo is the better Hulk. I haven't seen the Incredible Hulk in a long time though, so
That's fair.
I might be sleeping on it a little bit, but I think the Ruffalo Hulk is better, and I like how you can see Mark Ruffalo's face in the Hulk.
That is true. I think the original or the 2008 the Incredible Hulk did look better.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I just think the Ruffalo character, like the Banner character, I like better with Mark Ruffalo.
So it's like a whole like which one's better?
Exactly. Like
that's fair. That's fair. I'll take it.
X-Men #1, Gambit. Gambit is a clear #1 for me. #2, I'll give Wolverine. Wolverine, solid #2. Third, that one's tough. Because there's a couple X-Men that I just don't like.
That's fair. Wait, for Wolverine though, is it comic accurate or is it like Hugh Jackman? Because I don't want to be 5'2".
Well, you're not being the character.
No,
it's just which character you think is cooler.
I know.
But I mean, either way, I think they're both valid #2s. #3, I think I gotta go with Cyclops.
Yeah,
I think I gotta go Cyclops on that one. But like, there's some that I loathe them so much. Like Jubilee. Why is Jubilee a character?
Yeah, I think it's hard because like she's supposed to be a teenager and the rest are adults.
Yeah, like it just doesn't. Something about it just doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And then Storm, dude. Storm bothers me so much. Like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because she thinks she's like the best, or like she always does the thing like "Wings, I call upon you" type thing, and I'm like, that's just not.
You could just do it and not say it.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. That's too much.
I don't need the whole intro.
Yeah, we don't. The wind just happens. You don't need to like be like, and now introducing the wind.
Yeah,
that is
not a game show, bro.
Unnecessary. So I strongly dislike both of those characters.
That's fair.
But yeah, I think my top 3 X-Men have to be Gambit, Wolverine, the X-Men, and Cyclops.
Yeah. The actual, not the...
Like the leader.
Yeah, the actual leader, not, what movies have done to Cyclops, not including him in anything, basically.
Cyclops is such a small character in all of the Fox movies, which really sucks, and that's why I love to see it in '97, because they did a great portrayal of it. Like being the leader, taking on the helm of leading, making the hard choices of the X-Men.
Actually having a family too.
Yeah.
I think that's
yeah, okay. Next thing.
Segment 3.
Overhated or overrated.
Okay.
We're I'm gonna say the name of the movie, and then we'll do a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and we'll say it at the same time. Overrated. Okay. Thor Ragnarok. I'll give you a second to think about it, because I have to think about this
one. Wait. Can we have perfectly rated?
Yeah, properly rated. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, properly rated. It's good, and they do a lot of things really good, but some people talk about just way too much.
Yeah. I think it's a great movie. They did comedy great.
Mm-hmm. And then they tried to duplicate it in Thor: Love and Thunder, and it was not.
Which is sad, because it's the same director.
It's the same director, but he leaned into the part that the audience liked, and he leaned too far. And it was just, I was not a fan of that one at all. Speaking of the devil, next movie out, Thor: Love and Thunder. 3, 2, 1, overrated. Yeah. Not a good movie at all.
It's borderline just like
it's borderline bad. Like I almost just fell asleep in the theater. I did fall asleep in the theater for Wakanda Forever. That was a long.
I don't know if I saw it.
That was a long movie, and there was so much just like talking. I fell asleep. It was like a 3 hour movie, and I'm sitting there with our buddies, and I'm like,
I think it was.
I slept for probably 20 minutes of that movie.
It was.
I woke up and they were fighting. I'm like, oh, it's entertaining. And then they were talking. And then they were talking, you know.
I think it became one of those movies where, yes, it was sad because like I like Chadwick Boseman. He's a good actor.
He was a great actor. Yeah.
But I felt like they drug it on so much in the movie where I felt like they were trying to make me cry for him.
Yeah, they were trying to make you care too much.
And
it really made you care less. That's how it happened for me. Like, it was 20 minutes in, and I'm like, are we ever going to get to the actual? Yeah. Like, I get it. Do the tribute. That's what he deserves. Yeah, he did great. Yeah. But there's a point where you just have to move on to the movie. And if you can't do it at the right time, like, enough to the point where it's respectful and entertaining, you lose me. And that's the fatal flaw of that movie, I think, is it just goes on for too long. The rewatchability of that movie is just so low for me.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about rewatching.
I don't think I can do it.
On my list to do.
All right, next, Fantastic Four, 2005.
The original, not right.
Yeah. 3, you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Overhated.
For sure.
Yes.
I think it's a great movie.
It's funny.
I mean, obviously the effects, like the special effects, not great, but it was 2005. Come on. It was proper for where it was in time.
But I will say 2009 Avatar came out. And that was...
That was 4 years, though. Yeah. A lot happens in 4 years.
Was it 2009?
I think so, yeah. That sounds right.
2009, 2013. But I think that was such an advancement, though, from that. If that's 4 years apart.
Just right. I got to looking it up here.
I'm going to guess, too.
Yeah. December 18th, 2009.
See, like 4 years, you compare those movies side by side.
That's true.
It's crazy. But I think Fantastic Four, I mean, it was kind of the beginning of Marvel. Not the MCU, of course.
Yeah, but like from comics to movie, I think they did a great job.
Yeah, definitely. I think the casting was great. If we could have
Chris Evans, today. Oh my gosh, Chris Evans was great as Human Torch, and Reed Richards. I can't remember the actor's name, but wow, he did good too. Yeah. It was. I enjoy that movie. I really do.
It's a good movie, and we watched it a couple months ago.
Yeah, it wasn't even that long ago, and I still watch it. And I'm like, I don't know why people hate this so much. It's great. I mean, maybe it's not great, but it's good. It's definitely good.
I think it's just one of those movies that people don't care to watch. You notice it.
Yeah, they kind of hop on the bandwagon.
They just need something to hate. Yeah, it's like, okay, you don't need to hate it, but you do.
Yeah, you choose to hate it. Next one, X-Men Origins Wolverine. Overhated or overrated? Give me a second.
I'm ready.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Overhated.
Rated.
I think it's overhated.
So, I'll just say I think it's perfectly rated just because, one, I don't think many people talk about it, and I don't think that makes it hated. But I don't think people overtalk it. You know what I mean?
They definitely don't overtalk it.
Like it's one of those movies where it doesn't get talked about. I think people forget that it's a movie. Yeah. But it's also one of those movies that's more my comfort movie to watch.
Yeah, you kind of just throw it on, turn off your brain, and watch it.
It's a simple movie. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they did a lot of things wrong with the backstory. Won't even get into that. But like, there's so many things that could have done better. But at the same time, I don't know. It just has a certain place.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I really like it. I think it's overrated. Don't get me wrong though, it deserves some hate. The way they did my boy Deadpool really, really kind of upset me.
Honestly, that feels AI generated. Like it's not.
Like, why would you take the merc with a mouth and sew his mouth shut? That doesn't make sense to me. You take the trope of this character and you cut it out. And then he doesn't have katanas. He has freaking blades like 7 feet long out of his hands. That doesn't work, you know?
Yeah. I think they attempted to do something like cool and different. They did it to the wrong guy.
Yes.
You could have done that to someone that wasn't Deadpool.
Yeah. Like Deadpool needs to be Deadpool. Yeah. Like the Deadpool movie, one of my top 5 movies of all time.
And I think that's one of the reasons why the X-Men Origins Wolverine movie just gets cut out, because it's like
it doesn't feel
no
real.
value.
Yeah, it doesn't feel real.
It doesn't align.
It works if you're just starting to watch like the Fox movies and you don't know anything about the characters. That's a great introduction to Wolverine, but other than that,
if they didn't introduce Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson and they just said he was just a mercenary, I think I would have been fine with it. Mm-hmm. But they introduced it as Deadpool, basically.
Yeah. And that's another thing I really like. They gave Ryan Reynolds a second chance to play Wade Wilson in Deadpool, and he did way better in the actual Deadpool movie. I love him so much. Yeah,
exactly. His mouth shut.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Next, Avengers Endgame.
Oh gosh. I might regret what I say.
I'm not going to regret what I say.
Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Overrated. Yeah. It's like the portal scene to the end is amazing, but everything else moves pretty dang slow.
Yeah. Obviously, I like seeing everyone that we got to know, like a theme.
Yeah, it was a good send off for everybody, but again, that's the portal scene. That's the end of the movie. There's 2 hours before that is just like so much. It goes on for so long, and if you think about it, the rat saved the world. That rat let Ant-Man out of the quantum realm, and he went to the Avengers. Like, the entire MCU was saved by a freaking rat.
Thanos got destroyed by a rat.
Through the transit property, if you line everything up, you got rat, and in the end, you got Thanos defeated. Like,
it's like the butterfly effect.
Exactly, yeah.
That's just, I mean, okay, it's comical, but at the same time, it's like, really?
That's how you're gonna end it?
Yeah. I don't know. The only thing that gets really boring is when they're constantly, like, they're going back to, like, different, obviously they go back to the original Avengers.
The 2012, yep.
To the battle, and then they hop around different segments. I'm blanking on all of them. I know they go back to...
They go back to Captain America's time for the Tesseract.
Yep, because then they see Tony's dad.
Yep.
They see... Obviously, emotional. I like the scene with Captain America and Peggy.
Yeah.
Kind of, like, made us feel bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have that. Obviously.
In the end,
fixed
it. Yeah.
So that's a good ending, but I feel like them hopping around took forever.
It did.
Like, there was a lot of in-between stuff where it's like, okay, theoretically this could have been a lot easier. Like, you didn't need to do all these big steps.
And then it was like the big thing where, like, we only have one jump left, so they go back to Captain America's time to get the Tesseract and the pen particles or whatever they are, and like jump back through it, and then like there is a lot of emotion in it though, because like before they leave, it kind of foreshadows. Hawkeye says to Black Widow, "I'll see you in a minute," because they're technically only gone for 1 minute, but I mean that kind of foreshadows one of them's gonna die, kind of thing.
Yeah, and there was a good send offs, obviously, like Robert Downey Jr. we thought was going to be done in the MCU, obviously he's coming back.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? We'll talk about that.
Yeah. But, you know, they had a good send-off with him. Honestly, didn't expect Black Widow to die like that. But, you know, whatever.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know. To me, I would have been fine if they were just like, we're going to end it there, and we're just going to start off with X-Men. You could have ended it, but no, I feel like they've been dragging.
Done a different thing. Yeah, they're dragging it, and I feel like that's really their downfall, is they're just dragging. They're trying to scoop up all the little pieces of Endgame.
Yeah, and my brain, when they were hopping around all these different timelines, that alone started confusing me a little bit because of how it worked. But then they hopped into this whole multiverse thing, and that just messed me up more. They just introduced calculus into geometry.
Yeah.
Like it was bad.
Yeah.
But obviously that's a whole nother thing to get into. But yeah. Well, let's talk about what you think about
Robert Downey Jr. I feel like if they do it, it's got to be really, really good. Otherwise, it's going to be really, really bad.
That's fair. Obviously, there's multiple ways they can do it, and I feel like we should trust the Russo brothers. They did Endgame.
Yeah, and they did a great job. And if they think bringing Robert Downey Jr. back is the best thing to do, then I hope they do it right. Because if they don't do it right, that's going to be like the final straw.
Yeah, that and they're just ruining the whole legacy of Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark.
Yeah, like the good send off, and now he's back, and you're kind of like, how are they going to do this?
I mean, if they can make it where like he's in there, but he's not the Robert Downey Jr. we know.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel any like emotional ties to the other one, I'll be fine with that.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like it's gonna be weird. Like Secret Wars, I know for sure Secret Wars, Spider-Man and Doctor Doom interact because in the comics they interact with each other, and I feel like that's gonna be like, you really don't think he looks like somebody else you know?
Yeah, I don't know if they'll go emotional with it or they'll just be comedy. Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah.
But obviously that hopefully will be the end of the whole multiverse.
Yeah.
Just close it out. Doctor Strange can redo his spell.
Mm-hmm. All right. Moving on. Deadpool and Wolverine. Do we do that yet? No. Let's do that now. We got about 15 minutes left.
Okay. That was probably the most.
Let's give it a rating out of 10.
A rating?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember what I gave it on Letterboxd, but
I think I gave you my rating before, and I don't know if you totally agree with it, but we'll talk about it.
Okay. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, and then we'll give it a rating. 3, 2, 1, 8 out of 10. I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. What did you think?
Okay. So obviously, we'll talk about what they did right and what they did wrong. Right? I think they did Wolverine right in bringing him back. They didn't make it seem like a fanboy thing.
Mm-hmm.
They actually gave him a story.
It wasn't a cash grab. It was actually
and they actually gave him a reason to want to keep going.
Okay, but if that's the worst Wolverine to ever exist, and all he did was not be there to help his X-Men one time, that seems like a stretch to me.
That's fair. I don't think we know the entire story.
Yeah, and that's another thing they should have expanded on, in my opinion, is what exactly did he do wrong?
Yeah, but
more flashbacks or something would have been nice.
Yeah, and they didn't flash back on the situation. They just flashed back and he was just
he was on his knees and
well, whatever that was.
Yeah.
But I think they did the comedy right. Obviously,
the comedy was cool
because their interaction, their synergy is amazing. That's probably the best synergy we have yet.
100%. And then when Wolverine's going through the cabinets in the little house or the shop they find, and he's like, "Oh, that's rubbing. Oh, you're gonna that was hilarious."
I think the dog was amazing.
Dogpool.
Yep, Dogpool was amazing. I loved it.
What about the van scene when they were sitting in the van and Wolverine says, "I wish I could say you're gonna die alone, but it's one of God's best jokes that you can't die."
That his acting is just phenomenal.
Both of them, there. Ryan Reynolds is wearing a mask, and you can see it in his face, and it's just
he's just
just blank face. I can't believe you just said that to me, kind of thing. And that really, that was good.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then the fight was great too. And then we get some great cameos right after the fight. What was your favorite?
So okay, that is one. I'm not gonna say it's something they necessarily did wrong. But I feel like they shouldn't have introduced as many as they did. Now
they did introduce a lot. They did introduce a lot, but I feel like the ones they introduced were good.
Yeah,
and then the outside jokes too, with Elektra and Daredevil died, played by Ben Affleck, and she's like, "No, it's okay."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Oh, all right."
I think it's fair the joking that they did, but at the same time, they got rid of some of the good ones. Like obviously, Human Torch should have been one.
He should have been a main
and he
one.
just got skinned. But like I don't know. I wanted more of a story than like a cameo.
Yeah,
like a cameo soup.
Which is fair.
You know,
and
like,
it didn't really bother me as much. Maybe it's just like sitting in the theater and watching it. I'm like, oh my god, this is great. But I feel like they did pretty well. Obviously, I would have liked to see more like teamwork, not just a one big battle at the end. Which cameo was your favorite?
probably have to go with Human Torch.
Human Torch was a good one, and then like the end credit scene when
Yeah.
Deadpool's like, "This is what I thought."
Oh, actually, no. We can include Thor. Thor's in there.
What?
When he's holding Deadpool when he's dying.
Oh yeah.
It's like, why is Thor crying? And
why start?
Hopefully, there's a reason behind it. It's just not a tease. Thor is probably my favorite one, just because I feel like that little moment could mean a whole lot.
Yeah, it could. But butterfly effect, like
exactly. Dumb rat.
Yeah. I think mine was Gambit. Gambit was great.
I think it's not like the one. Favorite X-Men, favorite,
Yeah.
Come on.
The name is memorable, but you can come together.
That dude wanted to play that role so bad.
Well, he had a chance, and then they took it from him, and they finally gave it back. They finally gave him like another chance, and I honestly hope we get a Channing Tatum Gambit movie, like we were going to so long ago.
Or at least just when they make the X-Men movie, make sure it's him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't replace it.
Yeah.
Like that's just no.
That would be so. I would not be happy about that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you
want to move on to the next thing?
How much time
we got? Like 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes.
Okay.
You want to go first?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a topic. Your topic is going to be most annoying NFL fan bases, based off Ranker.com.
I have 3 off the bat.
Okay. You don't have to get them in order. I will tell you their order when you guess them correctly. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
I'm going to go Packers.
Packers.
Wait, you can tell me if this is right?
Yes. Packers is number 7.
Eagles.
Eagles is number 2.
Bills.
Bills is not on there.
Oh no.
Top 10.
On
the top 10.
Raiders.
Raiders is number 5.
Number 1's got to be Patriots. No. I said that wrong. Cowboys.
Cowboys is number 1, yes.
Was Patriots on there, though?
Patriots is number 4.
Okay. How many do I have right so far?
You have 1, 2, 4, 5, 7.
7.
You start on that?
Of course, when I'm in the hot seat, I don't know. There's no way Vikings is.
Nope. Vikings is not.
Okay. Saints.
Saints is number 6.
I 7 up for some reason.
Think about it. Think about Chris Collins.
Oh my gosh, dude. The fact I didn't think about the Chiefs is crazy.
The Chiefs are number 3.
Okay. Number 3. There's no way the 49ers are on there.
49ers are 10.
Wow. Okay, I didn't expect that. So how many do I have left?
You got 1, 2. I think just 2. Yep, just 2. You have 8 and 9 left.
No way it's the Giants.
Giants are actually 11.
Oh.
So not in the top 10.
It's not the Giants and the Jets.
Jets are number 9.
I'm thinking a Florida team right now, just because there's 3 of them. The Bucks.
No.
Really?
The Bucks are not even top 20.
There's no way it's the Jags.
Bucks are 21.
Oh, okay. The Jags?
Nope.
Wow.
Also not in the top 20.
Dude, on the spot is so hard. What's a team that's just the Lions?
No.
Wow.
I don't think you're going to get this one.
Well, I think I don't want to guess every team because I just.
Do you want to hear the description of why this team has the most annoying fans?
Sure.
It says fans are arrogant and loud, mistakenly believe their cheering volume alone makes them the best fans in football.
Oh, it's gonna be my team. It's the Seahawks.
It's number 8.
It's because the
Seahawks number 8.
No, I said Dolphins earlier. Wait, it's not my team.
Dolphins were number 8. Okay, we got 5 minutes.
Okay, we will have you.
Do you want to do mine, or do you just want to go to the hot seat questions?
We can do yours.
Okay.
We can do yours. So this one's going to be it's going to be the funniest superhero movies ever made. Let's just go top 10.
Top 10? Okay.
Because anything under 10 just.
I gotta move. I got 5 minutes. Okay. I got Deadpool, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, come on! Deadpool's number 1. Guardians of the Galaxy is number 4.
Okay. Oh shoot. Ragnarok?
Ragnarok is 3.
Volume 2? Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, is that on there?
That is number 5.
Okay. Oh, I could just pull it up on my. Is Infinity War on there?
No. There's 2 I don't think you're gonna get. I'll just be telling those. This is any superhero movie.
Oh, any superhero movie. Okay.
Yeah. There's gotta be someone here that you know.
I know, but like you said, it's hard on the hot seat, especially with the timer. Come on, I gotta think of some here. What about Deadpool and Wolverine? That's not gonna be on there.
Yep.
Oh, it is on there?
Number 6.
Okay. Iron Man?
Yeah.
Age of Ultron?
No.
Dude, and you said there's 2 that aren't Marvel? Can I get a hint for like one of them? It should be like
one's a cartoon.
One's a cartoon?
Or animated. Whatever you want.
I'm definitely not gonna get that one.
Let's just say I can say that. He's trying to find his suit.
Oh, incredible! Where's my super suit?
That's number 8.
That's number 8. Okay.
I don't agree with that, but like
I would not say that, but alright. Okay, how many do I have right now?
You have number 8, you have number 6, you have number 5, 4, 3, and 1.
So I need 2. Is Eternals on there?
No.
Okay, I'm like,
I don't know how you haven't gotten number 2 yet, bro. Think about what you got for number 1.
Is it Deadpool 2?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't think that movie was that fun. Okay, so we got all 3 Deadpool movies.
You have the top 5 right now. So you have spots 7, 9, and 10 left.
7, 9, 10.
I don't think you're going to get 10. Because I don't think anyone would have gotten 10.
I looked at the list, but it was several months ago when I was making this.
That's okay.
And I agree. There was one of them that was way out there, but I can't remember who it was. I don't know. Fuck. What about 4? Just 4?
No. Think about a new trilogy.
New trilogy?
A different trilogy. Different.
Iron Man 2?
No, you already said Iron Man, so different trilogy. One you haven't mentioned.
Oh, Captain America Civil War?
No.
Captain America First Avenger.
It's not in the Captain.
Oh my gosh! What the heck? And I already mentioned the Avengers trilogy. Dude. I don't know. Give me another hint. We're running low on time.
He can shrink.
Ant-Man?
Yeah, Ant-Man's number 7. So you're not getting 9 or 10. Do you just want me to tell you?
Yeah, just tell me what 9 is.
9 is Spider-Man Homecoming.
Okay, I maybe could have gotten that if I had more time.
I don't put that top 10. 10 is Shazam.
Oh, I definitely would not have gotten Shazam.
That is bad.
Definitely would not have gotten Shazam.
Yeah, so bad list, but Whatever. We'll find
What?
another list.
We'll find another list. Okay, that's about all the time we got for this one.
Okay, perfect. I think that was a good first episode.
If you watched or listened, thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much.
First episode, hopefully it went okay.
And we're gonna get better each episode. Obviously, start. We'll have more. We'll have more topics. Obviously, we have another topic set that we can do next time. Yeah, thanks for listening, and hopefully we'll try to do this week.
Hopefully week by week. Hopefully.